Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use, tips a balance in favor of fair use. Teen found not criminally responsible over stabbing death at Scientology headquarters. Scientology headquarters, Popo. By Sarah Garafi. Dated 22 November 2021. A court has found a teenager who stabbed a man to death at the Church of Scientology headquarters in Sydney is not criminally responsible because he was living with schizophrenia. Church member Chi Yen-jae died after being stabbed in the neck during an altercation. What was the altercation about? Did you guys wonder? The teenager had previously been found not fit to stand trial. Also, too, I want to add in here, they were denying him medical care. They were not allowing him to get the antipsychotic medications that he needed. That's unfortunate because the man that he stabbed would still be alive right now. And how many of these stories have we heard? Justice Hement Dange ordered the teenager continue to be detained under the Mental Health Act. This is the only way the kid got help. I mean, I'm sorry that guy got killed. The Taiwanese national, because of course it wouldn't have been an Australian, was 16 years old, a minor, when he used a knife to stab 24-year-old Chi Yen-jae in the neck during an altercation on the Church of Scientology driveway in Chatswood on January 3rd, 2019. Hold on just one second. Okay, you guys, this is the Gematrinator. I just wanted to show you guys that I'm not losing it. If you'll notice, in the ordinal cipher, neck is 33. The master number. Must be a big effing conspiracy, huh? He also wounded 30-year-old security guard Shannon Vaughn during the incident. Do you guys think maybe the kid was trying to leave and they wouldn't let him leave? The court heard that during the confrontation, the boy had been demanding to see a certain Scientology staff member. They're hiding something. We know how much pedophilia is going on in Scientology. It's public record, Sciento. And you guys know what these kids go through. Cover up is a bitch, isn't it? To see a certain Scientology staff member screaming in Mandarin, "I'll give you 2 minutes to find him, otherwise I'll kill everyone else here." What was this kid so upset about? What was he so upset about? Because we know that other stabbing that happened a few years ago in Australia, the kid was of Asian descent. I forgot where the other kid was from. But all the child wanted was his I believe it was his MP3 player or something. This was the alleged story of the other stabbing. All he wanted was his MP3 player and to listen to his music. And his mother was being awful, and she would not give him his MP3 player so he could listen to his music. And he stabbed her, killed her. So these kids have so little. They don't have any freedom. We've heard from the second gens and the third gens and sometimes the fourth gens the amount of abuse that they go through. So there's something going on here. The teenager had previously been found not fit to stand trial on the grounds of mental illness. You guys notice who they don't mention here? They don't mention his parents. What was he like? An emancipated minor? In a special Supreme Court hearing, Justice Hamet Dange found the acts the accused had been charged with were proven. But he was not criminally responsible because he would not have known what he was doing was wrong. My question is, why did he want to talk to that specific auditor? You guys notice they didn't say auditor? I believe he was looking for a specific auditor. Well, we know for a fact that this young man was looking for a specific staff member, but we also know it's an auditing center. What's going on here? Could he have been getting sexually abused? We don't know, do we? The Supreme Court heard the confrontation happened a day after the teenager's mother. Wait a minute, you guys. Oh, this is the same case. The Supreme Court heard the confrontation happened a day after the teenager's mother had deleted data from his MP3 player. So the kid is not even allowed his tiny bit of freedom to read what he wants to read. I believe this pornography stuff that they're talking about is a made-up story. And I mean, he's a young boy. Maybe he was reading something racy. But I'm sorry I made a mistake. This is the same story. Because a Scientology staff member, of course no name, right? Of course not, told her the boy had been reading a novel with pornographic and violent themes. So basically nobody was there for this kid, right? After discovering the data had been deleted, the boy had assaulted his mother in a classroom at the church. I'm getting confused, you guys. The boy had assaulted his mother in a classroom at the church before being escorted home by staff members. I mean, the fact that we're listening, like we're reading this, and the cops are just totally fine with this kid just being escorted home by staff members. You know what I mean? The teenager returned to the church the next day. Well, and the story's definitely changed because I thought it was about his music. Demanding to see one of the staff members who had promised to help him restore the novel. So that was this kid's only outlet that he had, you guys. It's all he had. And they won't even let him have that. CCTV images captured the boy pulling his t-shirt over the handle of a 14.6 centimeter long knife in his pocket before he was stopped by Mr. Vaughn, an interpreter, and church member Chi Yan Ye. So Chi Yan-ye is the one who got killed. The court heard the footage show the teenager swinging the knife in an overarm style at Mr. Vaughn, slashing his hand as he put his arms up in self-defense. After several swings, he then turned the knife towards Chi Yan-ye, who fell to the ground after he was sliced across the neck. Ooh, that's horrible. They sure do emphasize the neck a lot, though. I'm just saying, you guys. As Chi Yan-ye lay bleeding and unconscious on the driveway, the teenager again demanded to see the staff member who promised to help him restore the data. They were just leading this kid on. I don't condone violence, but these things don't happen for no reason. The standoff continued until police arrived and told the teenager to drop the knife. Wonder how many of these kids actually ran away from this place and the cops did nothing to help them. He was arrested and later charged with murder and wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm. The court heard 2 psychiatrists had assessed the accused as living with schizophrenia at the time of the crime, including disturbances in his thought, mood, and perception. You guys notice they don't say anything about Scientology or Scientology staff members, his mother denying him to get the medication he needed to stop hallucinations and psychosis? They don't even bring that up? Both experts agreed that the accused lacked the capacity to know what he was doing was wrong, and the judge concurred with their advice. This all could have been prevented. After handing down his verdict, Justice Donge ordered that the teenager continue to be detained under the Mental Health Act. Well, obviously, this is another kid that was failed, and I'm sorry that someone died because of this. I will leave a link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Otherwise, have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.